When I talk about taking Christmas films and the reason why I don't like them, this is a great example of it. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we are talking about another Netflix film, and today we are talking about The Princess Switched again. Let's get started. By now you all know, if you've been here for a while, that I'm top of the story and top of the characters and all of that, and because of that, babes, spoiler alert is in effect. So for real, let's get started. So let's start with what this movie is about. When Margaret's Christmas coronation complicates her love life, her double Stacy steps in to save the day. But will a third lookalike ruin their plan? If you didn't guess by now, the answer is yes. Okay, so in this film, all the characters are back from the first film. Okay, everybody's back, and there's a new character called Fiona. We'll get back to that, right? So everybody's back. Margaret, Stacy, Kevin, Andrew, everybody, just everybody. There's also a new character called Tony.
What's the deal with you and Antonio? I've known Antonio forever.
I just want you to know I'm here for you, whatever you need, whenever you need me.
But the fact...
So in this movie, Vanessa Hudgens plays 3 instead of 2 characters. She plays Stacy, Margaret, and Fiona. Okay, which is very, very impressive. Okay, like it's hard enough, guys, learning the lines of a single character. When you start acting as 2 characters, you know, like Jeff Cameron, which was in Liv and Maddie, and is it the Parent Trap or something, the one where Lindsay Lohan played twins. Like, guys, when you start playing 2 characters, I'm just like, well, wow. The moment you play 3 or more characters, so you honestly don't even need to watch the first movie to understand what's happening in this one. Okay, I know because I didn't watch the first movie. But no kidding, okay, Stacy literally just sums up the entire first film within the first minute of this movie.
I'm Stacy, and this is Duchess Margaret. We met 2 years ago and changed each other's lives forever. I married Prince Edward, and Margaret dated my friend Kevin. They tried to make it work, but soon learned long distance is harder than it looks.
Second movie, we find out that Kevin and Margaret done broke up. Margaret is up for the throne because I think her father passed away, something like that. So she is up for the throne, and Stacy is still happily married with Andrew. Life is good. Okay, so then they go to like this party thing. I don't know what it is, this event. And then Fiona shows up, and Fiona is Margaret's cousin. And she's very spoiled, very, oh my god.
Presenting Lady Fiona Pembroke.
Maggie Moo. Oh, double chin, that's a delete.
Here we go.
And so she like causes a little bit of chaos. I don't like it from the beginning. Basically what happens in the film is that everybody ends up switching places with everybody, the 3 of them, okay, because Margaret doesn't have time, like she doesn't get time to spend with Kevin to be like, let's sort things out, what went wrong between the 2 of us. So then Stacy's like, let's swap places so that you can go as me and I'll be you at the Christmas ball that they have to go to. So they swap places, right, without telling Andrew. Mistake number 1.
Kevin and I haven't even begun to talk about what went wrong between us. With the coronation coming up, I don't know if we ever will.
I have a great idea.
You want us to do what? We switch back.
You said you needed more time with Kevin.
Do you really think we could pull it off? Again?
Does that mean you'll do it?
Did you talk this over with Kevin?
If Margaret's in, I'm in.
So then they swap places. Then we find out that Fiona, a little earlier, we found out that Fiona is having a little money problems, okay? She's out here robbing people and stuff like that. So then she decides, boom, jackpot, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap places with Margaret, and then I'm gonna just like transfer myself a little fortune, then we'll swap back, and then I'm gonna live happily ever after with my little fortune, right? So the plan is to kidnap her at the Christmas ball and then swap places. Y'all see where the problem is? Okay, because Stacy switches places with Margaret, and then at the ball, she gets kidnapped thinking that she's Margaret, and so Fiona actually kidnaps Stacy and then pretends to be Margaret. It's a lot, but yeah, that's basically what happens in this film. It's a whole switchery situation. So in this film, there's like this cute scene where Margaret and Kevin, they're like, okay, let's go make, Kevin's kid is like, can y'all go make us, what's it called? Hot chocolate. So they go to the kitchen, and they get to the kitchen and they look for like ingredients and stuff, and I think it's like icing sugar that he has or something, I don't know, and so then it like falls on Kevin, and so like Kevin is like completely covered in icing sugar, and then they start like throwing each other with ingredients, and I'm just like, I don't understand the point of food fights. I never understood food fights, because all you're doing is wasting ingredients, and then it's gonna be a pain to get off when you have to wash it off later. I never understand. It's just it's a waste. I don't care how much money you have, it's a waste of ingredients. And I also didn't like that they made Fiona Margaret's cousin, because no two cousins look that much alike. They should have just made her Margaret's twin sister who got jealous because Margaret was up for the throne instead of her, and so then she done switched up in the family, and she technically, like, the father banished her to a land far, far away, and then she's back now because the father didn't pass away. That would have made much more sense why they look so much alike, because no cousins look alike like that. It's not okay, it's already not realistic that Stacy looks so much like her, okay, but doppelganger, hey, we'll go with it. But a cousin, But as I said, Fiona is a problem from the word go. Like, she gets there and starts like, oh my god, cousin. Fiona got on my dang nerves, but I think that is a good thing, you know, because she is the villain of this film anyway, so us not liking her from the beginning is technically a good thing, you know. And I also did say that mistake number one was them not telling Andrew about the switch, okay, because they should have just told the dude about the switch. Honestly, just tell Andrew about the switch. There was honestly no need for the sequel. Honestly, there was no sequel. It was just exhausting to watch. It was just exhausting to watch, and I'm just like, clearly Vanessa Hudgens likes these Christmas things, because didn't she have one like 2 years ago? It was a night, not what, I forgot what it's called, but I'll put it here. I forgot what it's called, and then there was the Princess Switch, and now there's the sequel to the Princess Switch. I'm like, clearly she's liking these Christmas themed films, you know what I mean? The only thing I've seen her after High School Musical was Grease Live, where she played Rizzo. Yeah, she did a good job there. I liked that. I was like, that's cute. Hey, Rizzo was coming through. So yeah, that's the only thing I saw her play in outside of High School Musical. So seeing her in this, I was like, hey girl, you still got it. Andrew was my favorite character. Let me just say that real quick. Andrew was my favorite. I don't know. I feel like I could relate to Andrew more than anybody else. I just know, like, even I was just like, Andrew's my guy. Like, I just really liked Andrew. I was just like, of course, the epic scene's gonna happen at the airport, because you gotta run to the airport, you know. But I must say that my favorite scene had to be the scene at the airport. I'm not gonna spoil too much for those who haven't watched, but y'all know what happens at the airport, okay? With the y'all know, and then like the dude's flight was late. Okay, it wasn't late, but like he had to go catch his flight, but he couldn't, and then he had like, now it doesn't sound funny because I don't want to like divulge a lot of information for y'all who haven't seen it, but I was just like, that was my favorite scene. Like, I actually laughed at that. That was actually funny. This movie was very predictable. I was able to predict it. I hadn't watched the first movie. I hadn't watched the trailer for this one, but I was able to predict 96% of what was gonna happen in this film. So the only thing that I didn't see coming was what happens at the airport. I'll say that much. What happens at the airport, I didn't see coming, but that was that, you know. Yeah, everything else I saw coming. Yeah, it's such a typical Christmas film. I can't, like, it's such a typical Christmas film. It's very tacky. So when I talk about tacky Christmas films, and the reason why I don't like them, this is a great example of it. I don't know, Christmas movies they just don't do it for me, you know, they just don't. So yeah, this movie is one of them. I don't think I'd watch it again. It's not bad. Probably like kids will enjoy it. No. So on that note, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave comments, turn post notifications, all that amazing stuff. Until next time, stay safe and stay cute. Stay cute, hey.